Hi there, it's Ryan from SILS. SILS is an organization located at Langara College and funded by the Ministry of Advanced Education in British Columbia, Canada. And today I'm going to give a brief accessibility review of the Amazon Kindle. So the reason we're looking at the Kindle today is a number of our clients who are print disabled are interested in using consumer hardware and software to help them access the information they need, particularly for their coursework. And one device that many of our clients are interested in is the Amazon Kindle. And here I have an Amazon Kindle. This is the Kindle keyboard version. And as it works for accessibility, you know, it's going to help some people, and for some people it's not going to be suitable. It just depends on what you need, really. So as you perhaps can see here, the text is in fact black on gray, which is not as high contrast as some people would like. And you know, there's not options to really change this, you know, to crank up this contrast more. For example, to go white on black, or even, you know, black on white. But for a lot of people, this black on gray will have sufficient contrast, particularly when you consider that you can, you know, take this text and actually make it quite large. In terms of changing the typeface and the size of the text, there are a lot of options on the hardware Kindle. So that's about as big as it goes. That's going to meet the needs of a lot of people for large print. The other sort of cool thing that the Kindle has, or at least this hardware Kindle has, is text-to-speech built in. And here's an example of that. Turn it on.
Treeside were these same heads, some of which had been worked in the time of Charles II.
So that's not bad text-to-speech. It's not as good as you'll find on a number of commercial text-to-speech packages available on a PC. However, this is enough to get a lot of people by. It doesn't have this sort of fine-grained control over speed or voice that some people might like. But again, it's not too bad. One word of caution, however, with the text-to-speech on the Kindle is that at the publisher's behest, Amazon can turn off the text-to-speech. So when a publisher pushes something out to Kindle, they can choose whether or not they want you to be able to play it with text-to-speech. So not everything you buy for the Kindle is going to be text-to-speech enabled. So just to sum up with this guy, not super high contrast, but you can really make a big typeface. It does have text-to-speech. And it's not bad text-to-speech, although it doesn't stack up to what you'd find on a PC. Something else to talk about, though, in terms of the Kindle is that when you buy into Kindle, you're not just buying you know, a Kindle device to use on, or, you know, for use only. You're also buying into the whole Amazon app ecosystem. So that includes apps for things like my old iPad here. We can see here that I've got the same book up on my iPad, and this is some of the same features. You actually do get more high contrast on the other apps for like iOS devices, or on your PC, or on your Android device. You know, you can change the text size, and interestingly, you can also go white on black if that's what you like. There we go. That's an example of that. The problem with the apps for, say, iPad or the PC app is they don't have text-to-speech built in. So it's only going to be of use to you if you're able to read off the screen. So that concludes my accessibility review of Amazon Kindle. If you think it's going to help you, I would encourage you to try it out. SILS does offer a number of formats that can be put onto the Kindle, such as ebook-specific formats, word processor files such as RTF or text files, as well as PDF. If you have any questions or comments or would like to learn more about SILS, please visit us on our website, which is www.langara.bc.ca/SILS. That's CILS. You can also find us by Googling SILS, again, CILS. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks and good luck.